You paid good money for Claude, trusted it with your codebase, your career, watched it spit out lines of code, brilliant solutions, thought you had a partner, didn't you? You were wrong. Anthropic sold you a Ferrari. Then, quietly, they swapped the engine for a lawnmower. And they didn't tell you. Just hoped you wouldn't notice as every complex task started crashing and burning. The numbers don't lie. From January to March 26, Claude's internal reasoning just tanked. 67%. That's not a bug. That's a lobotomy. Stella Laurenzo, Senior Director of AI at AMD, saw this train wreck coming. Her team, running Claude code, logged 6,852 sessions. Nearly 250,000 tool calls. The data was damning. Back in January, Claude was king. It researched, reading 6.6 files for every edit. A surgeon. By March, that ratio hit 2.0. It was editing blind, hacking at your code with a dull axe. 1 in 3 edits, during that degraded period, were made to files Claude hadn't even opened. Imagine a doctor operating without looking at your charts. That's what Anthropic delivered. Then came the adaptive thinking feature, launched February 9th. Sounds fancy, right? Adaptive. What it adapted to was Anthropic's bottom line. Less thinking, fewer tokens, more profit. Then, the thinking redaction. March 5th, they started hiding Claude's internal monologue. By March 12th, 0% was visible. They didn't just cripple the product, they hid the evidence. Boris from Anthropic's own Claude code team tried to spin it, claimed redaction just hid UI elements, said adaptive thinking was optimal. He was either lying or completely clueless. Later, Boris admitted it. Adaptive thinking might be under-allocating reasoning. Translation? We kneecapped your AI to save a buck, and now it's too stupid to do its job. The cost? It exploded. February, $345 a month. March, $42,121. 122 times the cost. For demonstrably worse output. Your AI assistant went from a brilliant coder to a 5-year-old on a sugar rush, asking for permission constantly, optimizing for the simplest fix, dodging responsibility. Users started noticing immediately. The word simplest in user prompts shot up 642%. You were begging Claude to just do the bare minimum, and even that was a struggle. And the politeness? It vanished. Please usage dropped 49%. Thanks plummeted 55%. You weren't collaborating. You were babysitting a digital toddler. Stella Laurenzo's team, the folks who actually trusted Claude with production code, had to write a bash script, a digital babysitter to stop Claude from quitting midway through a task. It triggered 173 times. This was the AI that once churned out 191,000 lines of merged code in a single weekend. Now, it couldn't be trusted to finish a single task without a supervisor. The multi-agent workflows that were revolutionary? Completely non-functional. Anthropic destroyed the very reason engineers chose Claude in the first place. AMD, a global tech giant, made its move. They switched providers. Stella Laurenzo filed GitHub issue number 42796, publicly exposing Anthropic's silent sabotage. This isn't just about AI performance. This is about trust. Anthropic took away the one diagnostic tool you had, then gaslit you about the degradation. They sold you a dream, then stole your money.